Welcome to another episode of the Creative Center Talk Show, now exclusively on KNFS 98.1 in Tulare County. So we have a great show for everybody that's out there, especially the ones that are listening to this show on Friday. All right. So like I said, today's going to be a pretty cool episode because we're just going to share what we did for 4th of July and share a little small memory about 4th of July, and you know, if we have anything that we've done with family or friends or anything like that that we want to share, we're going to do that today. I'm even going to share a special memory that I had for Independence Day. But we'll go ahead and start. So who wants to start sharing? Tim, go ahead and start up, Tim.
For Independence Day, 4th of July, we stayed home. They ended up making some homemade enchiladas. That was really good. And some rice and salad. And then we had our, then we just went out and had fireworks about 9 o'clock, and it was a lot of fun. So seeing all the different fireworks, and then our neighbors across the way were having fireworks too, so it's good to watch that. So yeah, it's a pretty good 4th of July.
You guys had something different, huh? A lot of people usually have barbecues, but you guys had
this
some.
This time we decided to go with the enchilada route and make enchiladas and actually shredded beef enchiladas. Or is it carne asada enchiladas? One of those two. It's like shredded beef.
Do you guys make it like a casserole style?
Yeah, where you roll it up.
Yeah.
And then
just throw it in the oven and it's ready to go.
With cheese and olives and shredded beef, and then so I'm making everyone hungry out there. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
They made homemade Mexican rice, so that was really good.
Sounds good.
And salad.
And nobody hurt themselves.
And no one blew up their arms or legs or anything. Everyone came back in one piece, so I'm glad about that.
Well, there you go.
And the house is still standing.
Awesome. Alrighty, Maria, did you want to share what you did for Independence?
We didn't do anything, but our dogs, they were yapping away because they do not like the fireworks. And my sister made baked potato. It's kind of like a coleslaw salad, but this one had like raisins and cabbage, and it's the kit that you get at the store. We had that, and then brownies and strawberries.
You had nothing? That's that what you said? We had nothing, and then you're eating all that? That sounds like a good meal.
For the memories, it would probably be...
We'll share that at the end. We'll share the memories. Does your dogs, do they like... You have them outside, right? So when they start hearing the fireworks, do they like try to run into the door? Like they're trying to break down the door?
No, they were barking.
Oh, they bark. Okay.
Yeah, because they don't, especially the older one, Dora, she does not like the sound of the fireworks.
No.
But the young one wanted to go out there, but I told him, too bad, too sad, because I already had locked up back there.
Because I know our dog, he starts banging on the door. Like yesterday, when we brought him back inside, it was around 7 around there, and in our neighborhood it started already, lighting up the fireworks, and our dog was like banging on the door already, like, get me in, let me in, let me in. Our other one, she was just hiding underneath the bed.
Yeah. And then our young one, Cinnamon. Now our older one, Dora, her name's Dora, she's a Quinceañera. That dog is so funny. She does not like the sound to the smoke alarm. She'll start howling.
Maybe she's just singing along to it.
No, it hurts her poor ears.
I wonder if our dog, because every time they hear the ice cream man, he starts like it sounds like he's singing along to it.
Maybe your dog wants some ice cream.
Probably. I think that's probably what it is, huh?
No, where our dogs like ice cream. Our dogs have sweet tooth, so Kyra and Booby, they both have sweet tooth. Every time we have ice cream, they just stare at us. Drop it.
They'll remember too. They'll remember if you give them with just a little bit of it. Yeah, they'll remember it.
Cinnamon, she likes those snow peas. You know what I'm talking about? Those snow peas. They're about like this, and they come with the pea pod. And you can get them at the farmer's market. And as soon as she hears my sister snap because you're supposed to cut the ends off because they come with the stem.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she hears my sister do that, she'll run over there and she eats the whole thing.
Jeez. And that's not. I know the milk is supposed to be like not really good for
That
dogs.
or chocolates.
Yeah, and our dog had diarrhea for days when we gave a little bit of ice cream. Like, oh no. All right, cool. Thank you, Maria. Connor, do you want to share what you did yesterday?
Like everyone else here, like it didn't start off all that much. I just like sat at home, watched some YouTube videos, listened to some music. For dinner, I had a steak, corn, and baked potato. Pretty good. Though I noticed like my mom was doing like some kind of pork and rice kind of thing. I kind of did want to get it, but at the same time, it's like there was already a lot there, so I just kind of went with like stuff like I knew I was gonna go for. And then late in the night, I went over to a friend's house. And they were launching fireworks, like a couple big ones, like a couple of the ones that actually go bang in the air, with like all the pretty colors. And then they ended off their fireworks with a quarter stick of dynamite. Like,
you hear the bombs, boom.
Yep. But yeah, had an alright time when I was going on down there. So far, everything was alright. So I can definitely tell like one of my cats actually did want to go and jump over one of the little fountain fireworks that just kind of get off the ground.
That'd be funny to see. Oh, that's nice. So I guess I'm the only one that really didn't get a chance to see. Well, Maria, did you say did you do some fireworks too?
No, we heard them from the fairgrounds because we live close to the
Oh,
fairgrounds.
okay, yeah.
So we heard them until even at 2 o'clock in the morning. They were still.
But did you see them? Did you
No.
actually? Okay, you just heard them. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So you were just like me then. We got home around 6 o'clock. We had a barbecue with some family members, and we got home around 6. And then all throughout the whole night we were just hearing it. Our windows were closed and our curtains were closed, but we can still see the lights. Just blah, blah, blah. And our dog was, of course, trying to hide he was. She was making us feel a little bit uncomfortable sleeping on the bed because she was trying to find a spot where maybe she couldn't hear or something like that. But yeah.
They should have an outlaw thing that they can only do fireworks at a certain hour, but after 2, that's sort of ridiculous.
That's what I mentioned to my wife, and she's like, "Don't be a grumpy, let them party." I'm like, they should have it just till 10 o'clock, and everybody needs to stop
And go to bed.
and go to bed.
Like us old people.
Yeah, like
I
just
go to
don't be.
bed at
That's
8
what she
o'clock.
said. She's like, "You old grumpy
That's
person."
what Courtney calls me because I go to bed at 8 o'clock, and
Yeah.
she's like, yeah.
I-
Here say, shoot off the with their
Yeah.
The Mexicans, they're out there. Bing, like,
Well,
how do you do that?
I think our neighborhood was like, we don't know if it was fireworks or guns, so but but yeah, it was good. Like Connor, you were mentioning about all that food there, and we had a lot of macaroni salad, and macaroni salads really like fill me up quick, and I ate that more than I actually ate the chicken. And I felt it when I got home. I just felt like I couldn't even lay down because it was just a bunch of macaroni salad in me, pretty much,
Yeah, pasta does that to me.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
like, but it's so
you
good.
don't want to move, but it was so
I was hoping that it was all gone by the time I got one serving, and I saw there was a lot left, and I'm like, oh, I just can't leave it there, you know. You gotta eat some of it. I can eat more, you know. But yeah, that
That's how
was
I am about spaghetti.
yeah. Pasta, like if I have Alfredo or something like that, I can't stop eating that. I think. But yeah, that was my 4th of July. It was pretty simple. We were actually not gonna plan to do anything. We were just gonna hang out, get some pizza, and just hang out. I think what made it hard is that everybody had to go to work the next day, so we couldn't really stay out too late. But yeah, we ended up just going to our cousins, having a barbecue there, and then came back home. So no simple. So all right, so we're gonna come to a point now in this program where we're gonna share a story. kind of like a memory, 4th of July memory. Okay, so doesn't have to be too much of a personal thing, but just something that kind of you'll still remember to this day. What kind of memory? So I know a lot of you that are listening to this program right now, you have a lot of memories that you'd like to share. You can go to our Facebook page on the Creative Center page. Just search the Creative Center Visalia. And this episode will be available on YouTube later on Friday evening, right after it airs on KNFS. But you can share with us, what is your memory? What is your 4th of July memory that you have? Okay. Yeah. Anybody want to share a memory? Go ahead, Tim.
I used to go to my buddy's house, and we would just sit. We would barbecue and drink and relax and talk. But we would also shoot fireworks off too. I thought that was pretty cool. At least till midnight. Then I would go home. And something always happens when I'm gone, and I come back. I'm like, what happened? Oh, he punched me, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, always a fight. So I stopped going over there. So yeah, that was always a fight at 4th of July. They drink way too much, and then they think I'm better. No, I'm better. Look at my firework. No, look at my firework.
It's like a competition, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So they were having firework competitions. The neighbors across the street and the neighbors on the other side. It was funny. But yeah, it was a fun time though.
That's good.
The food was always good.
Maria?
I guess my memory would be when, with all my brothers and sisters, we would always get together at one of my sisters' house in Visalia, and the kids, they would go swimming in the swimming pool, and then around 9 they would shoot off the fireworks, and the little kids would love the sparklers, and then the adults would shoot off the fireworks. And they would always have a hose right next to the fireworks in case they needed to turn it off.
Cool. Anything else you want to share?
No.
No? Good. Connor, do you have a memory you want to share with us?
Yeah. This one is it is kind of personal, because this was during a time where, like, I was living completely at the house by myself, with, like, my mom working in ICU. My dad had to be transferred up at Shasta. My older brother was on a mission up in Pennsylvania, like doing Mormon things, and my younger brother was always out somewhere. He was always at like a party, so I was like by myself. But like, and this was like the middle of it. It was like a rare moment for me to actually have like my brother completely at the house at the time, and again, he went down to a party that was going on down the street, and I mean, it was relatively close, so I just decided I'd lock the door, keep the dog safe. And I think I'm getting this right. I think this was the 4th of July, where a friend of his also came by, and they thought that they just do what I said, like my cat was gonna do, and jump in the middle of a fountain, like 2 fountains fountain fireworks as they were going off, and like that kind of thing. It kind of helped in the night and kind of cheer me up with like me being alone and like thinking that I was gonna have to spend it by myself and whatnot.
So my memory, I would have to say, is this was probably a year after I graduated high school. And this is because we were like, well, for me, I was busy throughout the whole day. And I think out of all the 4th of July, events that we've had, or family gatherings, is usually just in the evening and you're done, or you don't do anything throughout the day or anything and you're done. But this, I was actually busy all the way from the beginning to the end. So I was like dead tired the following day, because we were just so doing so much. So it started off, and this was for a youth group that we had. We started off in the morning, like going out to the park, and we were like giving away what do you call those, like they're like big sticks, lollipops, or ice cream treats or something like that. We were going out to the area where the homeless were at, and we were giving a lot out. So we wanted to give something back for 4th of July, and then we actually did something like those little balls that you throw on
Yep.
they crack and everything. Yeah, so we were passing little things like that around, and then everybody was. I see some of those guys were just playing around with it and everything. And then in the afternoon, we had somebody come in and just make. I can't remember if it was chicken or it was meat or something. I think it was chicken, but they made some barbecue, and we end up feeding a lot of them in that afternoon. And mystery meal. I can't remember what it was. I was like 19. Yeah, it's like awesome. But I know we did have like a mini barbecue there because the area we were at, there wasn't too much people. There wasn't not a lot of people homeless. There people, but we did want to do something in that park and end up giving stuff away. So after that, it was around 2:00. We went to the college where I was going to, and they had an open pool there where we were allowed to go in and go swim. And we went in there. We stayed there till like 4:00. So 3 hours of swimming. It was fun because it was just us and the youth group people. We're all just hanging out and having fun. And then after that was done. Then we went to my family's, and everybody was doing their little fireworks stuff out in the front yard and everything doing it. And then they were gonna have a fireworks show at the high school. So some of my friends, we all went to the high school and watched the fireworks show there too. So it was kind of like a busy day, throughout the whole thing. It's funny because I didn't eat that much either. It was just because we're just constantly going. I would think I just had like little snacks here and there. But yeah, it was like one thing after another, and it really, out of all the 4th of July days that I've ever had, I think that one I remember most because we were doing something throughout the whole day, and also something impactful too because of our youth group doing that for the homeless and everything. But yeah, the following day, and the good thing is it was on a Friday too, so that Saturday we of course go to school or anything like that, and we ended up sleeping in. I slept at like 12:00 because I was so tired, and especially when you go swimming, how that wears you out. Oh man, that was just so much, but it was fun. I really enjoyed that, especially spend time with my friends, because a lot of them actually were part of my high school youth group. They all moved on. They graduated too, but they all moved to different schools or they started working on. So I really didn't see a lot of them after that. So, but that was pretty cool. I'm glad that I had that kind of memory to spend time with them like that in 4th of July event. So, but other than that, yeah, it's usually just a lot of evening stuff and everything. But that one really hits me, and I remember that one. I always share that with a lot of my some of my family and my friends too and everything. So, all right, cool. So yeah, again, if you're following us on our Creative Center Facebook page, we do have an Instagram. Just search the Creative Center Visalia on Instagram. You can find us there. Share with us. Share your 4th of July memory or what you did for 4th of July. We would like to see and see what you did, what you ate, so we can get jealous of what you've been eating. So but yeah, share with us, communicate with us, collaborate with us, all that stuff. So but yeah, you know what, that will do it for today's episode of the Creative Center Talk Show. We just wanted to kind of share with you guys a little bit about 4th of July since this was the 4th of July week. Next week we're gonna have an awesome show to continue every Friday at 4:00 Pacific Standard Time in Tulare County. If you're in Tulare County, you can pick up the station really easy at 98.1. If you're in Visalia, you can hear the show a little bit, but you'll be able to pick it up. But if you're not able to listen to us on our program at 4:00, this will be available as a podcast to stream back on YouTube later that evening. On Friday evening, you can always hear the show. Okay, either way, you'll be able to hear the Creative Center Talk Show. So, alrighty, so that will do it for today's episode of the Creative Center Talk Show, and everybody here will say bye.